Hello, hello. Welcome everyone. Just popping on here. So glad y'all could join. I just had a few moments this afternoon, so I thought, let me pop on. Let me go live. I know. I don't. Hello, hello. Hello. I was just thinking about you. Beach Crystal. What was her name? Gosh, I can't remember your name. I'm sorry. I was just thinking about your shop when we got off the live yesterday. I was kind of excited about it. Trisha. There you go. Trisha.
Yeah, Trisha.
I know it was like I could see the IA, but I couldn't remember the beginning of it. Hello, I'm good, Trina. How are you? Hello. Welcome, everyone. This is just a general live today. So I'm glad to see everyone popping on. The last, I was live earlier today. I don't know if y'all saw that. I was live. I did a threesome of the it was Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And man, let me tell you, hello, Tulsa Mouse. Hello, Andrea. So glad y'all can make it today.
They turned it into a food pickup instead.
What?
I still have a great feeling.
Yeah, I do have a good feeling about it. Something's up in that area, Miss Trisha. Something's up. I don't know. I'm still having a good feeling. I don't know. Funky. Trina, I'm sorry you're in a funky mood today. I don't like funky moods. Do not like funky moods. All right, I do want to tell, I see that some of my subscribers on here. This is a general live. This is absolutely a general live. You do not have to be a subscriber to be here, so I welcome you. But I do want to mention to my subscribers that are on here, I did, and I put that thing on my Facebook. It's actually on the event section. So if you are a subscriber to my TikTok channel, you can go to my webpage and register to... Do you think we're living in a computer simulated simulation?
Right this minute? No.
Well, you're trying to get us going today, aren't you? I do think that we are living in a matrix. I do. And there's been a couple of things lately that I'm like, oh, okay. There is a slip in the matrix right there. I'm registered. Oh, good. So I was going to show you because I made it easier after I finally went and added it to my website because, you know how that goes. It takes me some time. So TikTok page, see that? Hamburger up at the top. You click on the hamburger. And then now you can get to it by doing book now, or you can get to it by doing events. And if you go to events, there it is right there on top. Also the class I'm teaching, my new class is coming up. On my list. Oh, good. Now don't forget, if you are a subscriber, you do have to be a subscriber. I'm vegan, haha, I can't click on the burger. Okay, what else could we call that for you? It's a veggie burger. It's a veggie burger. We'll call it that. All right, so who are we going to start with today? You have anyone? All right, should we start with some spirit-led? You have anyone? All right, should we start with some spirit-led? There is a young lady stepping up. Yes, let's answer Beth's question. Hurry, Beth, type it in. What's your question? What is your question, Beth? Oh, I'm gonna freeze for a moment because I see it says I lost connection.
Yeah, just let it freeze. I can still see.
I'm writing down, okay, well, I'm feeling great. I'm going to start describing the spirit I have stepping up, and we'll see what Beth's question is. She must be having a time. Okay, so I'm getting a young lady. She was in her 20s, and I'm hearing the name Heather, so we have an H name going on. Heather is showing me that she had cancer as a youngster, and it went away and it came back in her 20s and took her life. What else you got for me, Heather? She did absolutely. I know, I did freeze for a moment. I saw my internet drop for a second. Okay, so we have a young lady in her 20s. You know, I'm seeing 27, 28, but you know how that goes. These are free readings. I only take money on my website. I will not, don't ask for Venmo, nothing, only on my website. Okay, we have Heather, 27, 28. She had cancer younger in her life and she came back. Now what she is showing me is her legs and feet were always cold. She's showing me even in the hospital, when she was in the hospital gowns, she had like those thick cabin socks on. Actually, I have some on right now. So her feet were always cold, and she did lose her hair. Now she is showing me, I don't know why she was admitted for her chemo, because you don't usually get admitted for your chemo. But she was admitted when she got chemo. All right. So I'm going to recap and we'll see if this lady sounds like she belongs to anyone. She's 27, or I'm hearing around 27 or 28. I'm hearing an H name off of her, such as Heather or Haley. She is showing me she passed of cancer. She had cancer earlier on in her life. It went away and then it came back. I'm hearing actually leukemia, something like that. And she was always cold. She is showing me that even in the hospital, whenever she was in the hospital gown, she had like her thick cabin socks on, and she did lose her hair because she's showing me she has a cap on. Now, she's showing me, which I think is odd, because I know you don't usually get chemo inpatient, but she's showing me she is inpatient getting her chemo. So if she belongs to anyone, please say yes. If not, we will continue on. All right, we'll put her to the side. We'll get her claimed later. Ooh, I was scrolling. I hit a button I didn't mean to hit. Okay. We are going to do Kate. Oh. I'm hearing an H name over her, like Heather or Haley, something like that. Let's see. I was going to pull someone, and it jumped, and now I can't find who I was going to pull. Kaylee, Mom Mary Lou. She's that mom life. Mm-hmm. Kaylee, Mom Mary Lou. Okay, Miss Mary Lou. She's a funny lady. She's very good. Okay, I am going to, yes, I am a medium. I am. Okay, I'm going to describe this person, so don't go anywhere, Kaylee, but someone just said they were Heather. But the spirit's name was like Heather or, well, if your name is Heather and you have a friend that this matches, then this could be your spirit. So I was hearing an H name around her. She was in her 20s, 27, 28 when she passed. She died of like, it feels like leukemia. Had to stay in the hospital for, okay, very good. Sounds like we're on the right track here. I'm going to read Kaylee because I had already moved past it. I will come back to that spirit though. So after I read Kaylee, I will come back to that spirit. So if you think she may be yours, don't. Someone did say, goes home. Well, my dad, okay. You know, the second Mary Lou steps up, she just is throwing all this information at me. So put your seatbelt on, Kaylee. Here we go. She's showing me that she loved Christmas time. And it's like Christmas threw up in her house, just like lights. And she's being very specific. She had, like in my house, I only decorate with white lights. She decorated with the colored lights. She liked all the colors. Oh, very good. What else can you give me? That's cute. And she was very specific about all the colors. She's also telling me, how many followers does she have? Oh, I was going to make you go live, that Mon Live, but you know. Okay, Kaylee, she's also showing me that you have some of her Christmas stuff, just a few things left that you take out at that time and really think about her. She's also showing me that, you know, the ache you have for missing your mom and the guidance you wish that she could give you over being a parent. And you talk to her all the time. And your mom wants you to know that she can hear you. You have recently gotten a little, not frustrated, I was going to say, but like you've been talking and talking to her and you're like, Mom, why aren't you talking to me? Why can't I hear you? And not that you were actually frustrated with her, but you know, these are free. These are free readings. And she's also showing me, I don't know, like your kids are, she's showing me you are a piece of Velcro and they're just like stuck to you and you feel like you don't have any free time. Oh my goodness, I remember those days. And you're busy, busy. Also, she is saying that you are made for a time such as this, which is, who is that person who, she was 19 when she was killed, way back when she rode in on the horse, long hair.
In what?
The historical figure. She died when she was 19. She rode in the horse with no clothes on. She had the long hair. What was her name? Y'all help me out here.
I'm sure somebody knows.
Yes, y'all help me out. I'm having, your mom's referencing that person and I can't get the name. Well, actually, that's the phrase that person used to say, that she was made. She was made for a time such as, Joan of Arc. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Trisha coming in clutch for me like that. Joan of Arc. I think it was her. All right. So she is referencing, Kayla, your mom's referencing, I don't know what connection, if you have any, to Joan of Arc, but that is a Joan of Arc. That's what she said, that she was made for a time such as this. And that's what your mom is saying about you, that you were made for a time such as this. When I asked your mom, like, why are you quoting her? She's talking about, someone says Lady Godiva. Who is that? Who is Lady Godiva? I need to brush up on some of my history here. Clearly.
I was thinking it was Lady Godiva.
Was it Lady Godiva? I don't know.
You were made for a time such as this is actually out of Esther 4:14.
Yes, but she also, anyway. Interesting. Oh, well, it depends. Sorry, the only time I accept money is on my website. It's just too sketch to do it any other way. So, Kaylee, just know that your mom is referencing that to, as a sign of strength and to let you know that you feel like, sometimes you feel like why am I here? Like, you're out of place, but you are exactly as you should be. You're doing exactly as you should do, and to really enjoy where you are in life and to relish these moments. Okay, thank you, Miss Kaylee, for letting me read your mom. Now I'm going to go back to the spirit I had pulled up earlier. We had some people starting to claim her, but I had already moved on. Sorry. So we said she has an H name here, an H name around her, like Heather or Haley. She died when she was about 27 or 28. You're so very welcome, honey. She died of cancer. It feels like leukemia. It was a cancer that she'd had it when she was younger. It went away, and then it came back and took her life. She had to be in the hospital to do chemo. And she was always cold. She shows me being in the hospital gown, and she's got these cabin socks on, those really thick socks, and she did lose her hair. So if this fits you, please put a yes in the comments. All right, we'll hold it for just a second. Let's see. Some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. Somebody must be being nasty out there, and they would filter them.
They filter me, and I'm never nasty. Really, they do sometimes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So you want one?
All right, it doesn't look like whoever was going to claim this lady earlier, I don't see them on here. Someone had said that their mom had to be in the hospital to do chemo, and it sounded like it, but she didn't lose her hair. Okay, very good. Let's see here. Wasn't it? Oh, Miss Dana, I'm going to ask you to go live. Okay, so we'll see if we can get to the bottom of this. Because I was really drawn to you. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of this. Invite sent. Let's see if she's going to take it. It takes so long. Did she turn me down? Did you turn me down, Dana?
I don't see any magic happening.
It says invite sent. Thank y'all for the likes. Oh, wait a minute. Here she comes. Hi, Miss Dana.
Hey,
So is it Dana or Dana?
it's Dana.
Dana. Okay.
Just D-A-N-A. Yeah, Dana.
Okay. That's the way I have a girlfriend who that's the way she pronounces her name is Dana. Okay. So now you lost your mom and it all fit except for the hair. Is that correct?
I did. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I didn't hear the very, very first part that you were saying because I come in just a little late. But something that you said, it just hit me. Yeah.
You know what? That is so true of when people are doing like if you're in a reading and you're in a gallery event, which is basically what this is, when something hits you, that tells you your spirit is like, hey, here, hey, listen up.
Yes,
Now
absolutely.
you have some of your mom's jewelry. She's saying it's not jewelry that's worth a lot of money, but you have some of her jewelry.
Yes.
Okay. I was just
Very
asking.
little.
Yes, very little.
Yes.
I'm actually seeing like 3 things, but very little of it. And your mom died young.
Yes, very.
And she is talking about, have you never had a reading before?
No. Well, I did back like in 96.
She's just so excited to be here. Like so much.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a daughter yourself?
I do not have a son.
A son. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She is showing me the son, but she's very specifically talking about a little girl. Is there a little girl you're close to?
Yes.
Okay. And is that little girl Earthside?
Yes, she's
Okay. Very good.
about 4 months. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Very good. When people step forward, spirits, when spirits step forward and they start talking about things that I don't know, it's so that you know that they are around you, things that I couldn't know.
Right.
She's also talking about, you had to grow up a lot faster than you should have.
Yes.
And how proud she is of you for not you. You turned out to be such a beautiful human, and you are very empathetic. You hold space for people, she is saying. You never, even though that you sometimes will look at events and say, oh, wish my mom was here. Oh, wish my mom was here. It didn't turn you bitter.
No.
When you hold space for people, how you know you're doing that is you will have people that you barely know just kind of telling you their life story. And you're like, okay. Now, do you recognize people doing that to you?
Yes.
It's a form of light workers, and it means when you hold space for people, you let them just be their authentic self, and they're like, oh my goodness, someone who can love me for who I am. And so then you just have this gush of information coming at you.
Right.
Your mom is also saying that she is the orbs in your pictures. Have you noticed orbs in your pictures?
Mm-hmm. No, but I will look.
That's right, Missy. You better look. And she is specifically showing me some cameras. Do you have a security system or some kind of cameras around your house?
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
She's specifically showing me cameras like that, not just phone pictures. She's showing me cameras. So go back and look at them. And what she's showing me that you're going to see, it looks like sparkles. Like usually an orb is just round with a little kind of tail on it, looking like a meteor. But your mom is saying that it's going to be like sparkles.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
look for those. And then after you find them, you have to email me and say, hey, and a
Yeah, they
picture.
are.
Right, exactly.
Yes. Yes.
Because
Yeah,
really, Dana,
she's been gone 32 years, so it's been.
so how old was she when she passed?
She was 41.
Oh, wow. That is. How old were you?
I was 13.
Oh, my goodness.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, she is showing me, there is a picture of the two of you. Have you been looking at pictures of the two of you recently?
Mm. No, actually, it's me and my dad. I was looking at it today.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna say she's showing me you looking at some pictures of you and someone. I assumed it was her, but
Yeah.
you were saying it was your dad.
And it was like 15, 20 minutes ago. I actually screenshot one. Yeah.
Oh, and he's in heaven.
He is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, he has. She has him. There was a man standing behind her, but I wasn't really paying any attention because usually when I do these, I just do one spirit per person. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um,
Right.
but your mom is acknowledging your, and I don't really like this word because I don't know why, but anyway, she's acknowledging you being basically an orphan and not having a mooring post here on earth. But she is saying that she's like, I'm still with you. I'm still with you. So
Mm.
make sure you go
Yeah.
back and look at those cameras.
Oh, I sure will. Thank you.
Of course, you have a good day
You too. Bye bye.
and bye. Okay. Wow. She lost her mommy early and then her daddy. All right. Okay, yes, that was the spirit. Now, do you have someone for me or is it spirit led?
Yeah. Well, Beth. Remember she said she had a question, but she didn't. I never saw a question come up.
Mm-hmm.
And then she asked for a reading.
Who's she?
Best friend, Miranda. If she does have the numbers.
Okay, Miss Beth,
If she's still here.
your best friend Miranda. Best friend Miranda. All right. Okay. Miranda is acknowledging that y'all used to party together.
I haven't seen her come by yet.
Oh, okay.
But she does have enough if she comes by.
All right. Make sure Miss Beth is still in the house. I'll start describing the spirit, and if Beth isn't in here, we'll see who she belongs to. All right. Miranda is showing me that y'all used to definitely like party together and giggle and laugh. And she is showing me shorts, like she's wearing shorts with cowboy boots. I don't know if you remember that look. We certainly did not do that growing up. I know my daughter has, but I have not ever done that look. These shorts and the cowboy boots. She's also showing me that she had hair about my color, so brown hair. But she has these beautiful eyes, these beautiful sparkling, I don't know if they're blue, this bluish green. All right.
Still come back.
Okay, so it looks like Beth isn't in the house. So let's figure out who the spirit is. Okay, so I have a young lady stepping up. She's presenting younger than what she died. What is your name, honey? I'm hearing, there is an L name around her. There is a name like Lisa around her. Lisa or Lynn, there is that name around her. She is showing me that she had hair about my color. She is presenting in shorts and cowboy boots. It could be Leisha. I could go with that. I was hearing Lisa. I could go with Leisha. And then she has these beautiful eyes. They're like, I can't tell if they're like bluish or green, but they're just beautiful. And the entire time she has been stepping up, she's just laughing. Like she was someone who was the life of the party, always fun. She did have and people from the outside looking in didn't realize that her family was as dysfunctional as it was. So I'm not sure if you're going to be able to identify that, but she definitely had dysfunction in her family, which caused her to act out a little bit more. Okay. Does this fit anyone on here? Oh, let's see. Raya. Oh, Cheyenne. Okay, Miss Cheyenne, I just invited you to go live. Oh, Miss Cheyenne, girl, you're on it.
Hi.
You were fast.
Yes, I couldn't believe everything you were saying. I was like, "Oh my gosh."
So, who was this to you?
She was one of my friends, and actually when she passed recently.
Yeah.
I felt guilty because I haven't talked to her in a while.
Real quick, I meant to ask, where are you located? What part of the States are you in?
Upstate New York.
New York, New York. I've never been. Well, I went to I don't know what y'all call it. I went to the southern part of the state to do something one time. I haven't ever been there vacationing. I was there for business. We need to go over that way. All right. So yes, she is very much. So these shorts and these cowboy boots, is that a look y'all used to do all the time?
She would have. Yes.
She would have. Okay.
She would have. Yep.
I was going to say, because it was, as a medium, when you've been doing it for a while, when you see certain things, like, I don't usually get outfits that clearly, but I knew it must mean something because I was clearly seeing these shorts and cowboy boots.
When I was going through her Facebook, one picture that stood out to me that reminded me of her, she was wearing a cowgirl hat in that picture.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is a perfect example of how a reading works. I want everyone listening, I'm on here, to listen to that. It's like, that's the reason she presented that way, because she knew that you had recently seen a picture of her with a cowboy hat. So that was really going to grab your attention.
Yeah.
She is very much talking about, if you had contacted her, y'all could have picked up right where y'all left off. Y'all had that kind of friendship. Like, you could not talk and then connect. And it was like, yeah, I just talked yesterday.
Yeah.
She's very much talking about, now, I don't know how much you know about her, Cheyenne. Would you have known her to be in a kind of an abusive relationship?
Yes. She had a lot of difficulties. Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were going to be able to acknowledge or if you knew that, actually. She had, and that comes from, like, she had a lot of dysfunction in her life growing up.
A ton. I knew her probably more so than other people. We just could connect.
Yes. You are also someone who, Cheyenne, I don't know if you know this about yourself, but you are very intuitive. Has anyone ever told you that?
Yes, I feel that 100%. Yeah. And more so.
That's why you could connect to her, because you were reading her without even knowing that you were reading her.
Okay.
She's also saying, and this is part of being a little bit psychic, also, is emotionally intelligent. Like, you know why people are behaving the way they are.
Yeah.
Now, the downside, and she is saying this, she said that you need to watch it because sometimes you excuse people's behaviors too much because you know why they're doing what they're doing.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I like understanding. Yeah.
And she is specifically saying there's someone in your life right now who is a female that you need to kind of set up some boundaries with. Do you know who she's referencing?
I'm not sure at the moment. Because I'm definitely a giver, and I'm definitely someone who will.
You even overlook it. Yes, yeah. It is a female friend, it feels like. So in the next couple of days, you're going to have that light bulb go off and be like, oh, this is what she was talking about. Okay. She is also telling me, have you been having a light flickering in your house? Have you noticed a light flickering?
I have a lot of stuff happen my daughter's toys go off randomly, the lights. My lights will just go off, and I won't be able to turn them back on. And then all of a sudden, 5 minutes later, I can turn them back on.
Yes. Now the lights are her. The toys are someone else. The toys feel like a grandmother figure.
Yeah, I was hoping her. My grandma passed in November.
Yes. So that's who the toys are. The toys are your grandmother.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. So this lady is taking responsibility for some of the lights. Your grandmother is taking responsibility for the toys. I mean, your grandmother basically, she's funny. She's what I call a spirit who is haunting you. It means that she just does all the things that spirits do. So if you're ever,
my grandma was my best friend.
Yes. If you're ever curious, like, who is, it's going to be your grandma.
Okay.
Except for the lights. It's going to be your friend.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Cheyenne.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Did she say whether or not her passing, did she know it was going, did she mean to do it?
Yes and no. She didn't care. Like she didn't know, but she didn't care either.
I'm sorry, that's my daughter. It makes perfect sense because I've helped her out of that situation before.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Bye.
Bye.
All right. That was kind of fun. Oh, I wanted to tell y'all, I see someone just shared my live. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It helps me so much when people share my live and they do the hearts and they do those things. TikTok algorithms are tough. Let me tell you, it helps so much when you share my lives, whenever you click the hearts. I so appreciate y'all doing that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Someone has an appointment with me on March 21st. Who is that? Miss Bailey, or was that? I think her name passed. Yeah, Bailey. Yes, yes, yes. You know, I opened up an extra day, Bailey. I had just opened up. I had the 21st blocked because I was supposed to have a doctor's appointment or something. I don't remember what it was. And that fell through. So then I unblocked that day. So you were meant to see it. You were meant to see it. All right. Who do we have going? Oh, and April 8th. Very good. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, she said that she had a feeling she needed to book. I was wondering because I opened up the 21st and it booked within just a couple of days. And I was like, oh, those people must have been having prodding saying go to her website. So that reminds me, I will never direct message someone. So please do not Venmo anyone any money. You can only register on my site to get a reading with me, Christy Godwin, Psychic Medium. It's all there. So just know I will never direct message you. So please don't Venmo anyone any money. Please don't do that. All right. Is it spirit led now or no? Okay. Alana. Your mom, Debbie. All right. You know, Debbie is showing me some pretty, like, she's showing me a cute little teacup. Like, it's an actual sitting on like a teacup. So I'm not sure if that's a sign that she is drinking tea out of that or if she just liked this crystal or this pretty dishes. She liked pretty dishes, she is telling me.
She's a subscriber.
I don't see her.
She's a subscriber.
My moderators. Right there. One and only. One and only. Here you go. You ready to go live, one and only? Better known as Alana. All right, invite sent. Look how, man, she was on it too.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. Hi.
Where are you located?
Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah.
Yeah, my husband, my moderator, is like, we'll be there soon. We're going next year. Or this year. I'm sorry, not next year. It's all a blur. It's all a blur. Okay. So did your mom love pretty dishes?
No really, but do that. But when you're saying that, I just taken a drink. I had a drink because as you were saying that about the cup, I started laughing. As just before when you started going on about a dish or a cup, I just took a drink. So it's no, just as you said that about a cup. So I said yes because I kind of thought that's what she would have been saying at the time.
Very good.
Just
So
as you were saying that about the cup, I was taking a drink out of a cup. So I thought that's what you were maybe.
Yes, that's exactly it. And it makes perfect sense of why, because I was so confused. Because usually, like, spirits will show me them sitting down and drinking or something. It was like a disembodied cup. It was just cup in the air that I could see someone moving, but there was no hand or anything around it. I don't know what the hell was going on.
And I'm standing.
So for you Americans that are listening to this, she was saying that she was drinking out of her cup right before I said she's drinking out of a cup. Your mom was like a complete trickster. Like, she was funny.
Yeah.
She's also was a force to be reckoned with, she is telling me.
That's true.
Yeah, you didn't play with this lady. Like,
no, definitely not.
You're like, yeah, no, you didn't. She's also telling me, now, is it Alana or Alana?
Alana.
I love that. Alana, have you had a relationship that functioned as a marriage that ended?
Yeah.
Okay. Your mom is acknowledging that, and she's very much telling you that it needed to.
I don't know.
That you had really given too much of yourself, and it was time for you to find yourself again. Thank y'all for the
definitely.
gifts.
True.
Now, do you have a son?
Yeah.
Just one?
No. 3.
You have 3 sons?
Yeah. And a daughter. Okay. See what you were saying earlier? Like, basically, I was the one that popped in and said about the cancer. My mum stayed in the hospital. She stayed away from home. She had to get her chemo in the hospital. She lost her hair. It was all that as well, but the only thing that I couldn't take was she wasn't 27. I was 26, 27 when she passed.
Okay, very
but
good.
Other than that, she was the one, and she did lose her hair and stuff like that as well. And she did have to stay and get chemo. And you were going on about the stockings, and then sung on her head. But I just came in at that point when you were saying about the stockings and her head, and she did have like the chemo before she after when it did the work, they had to put like a helmet sort of thing on her head, and that's what when I was coming in, that's what I recognised. You saying you were going on about the helmet sort of thing, and then in chemo, she had to stay, and she did have to stay. She had to stay away from home, and it was in Glasgow, and we're in Edinburgh, so it's quite a wee bit it's about 40 mile away from where we are. So that's what. When I first came into the chat, that's what you're going on about. So, and I could take mostly everything you said apart from her being 27. But I was about 26, 27 when she passed. Very good, very good. All right. And so now, my sons, she was here with 2 of them, but she wasn't here with the rest. Yeah. And there's one of your sons, it feels like the baby, that she is around a lot. Do you notice one of your sons being a lot more like empathetic than the others? Like, he feels like he takes on the emotions of everyone around him? Yeah. Is that your baby? Yeah. Son? Yeah. She is around him all the time. And the other day there, he's been going on about her a lot. Like, going on about, it was, me and his granny just had this conversation. Like, George is going on about me being in, trying to get out. He's only 5, so it's like he's trying to explain to himself, get in his head how I was in my mum's belly, but he was in my belly at the same time. Kenny was trying to come up with this, and he was like, and it was just her anniversary. She would have been 60 on the 3rd. Oh, very good. There. We were down at a grave, and I was laughing at that because she was like, George was just running about, Ken, just being a normal wee child, and I was like, shouting at him saying, come here. I started laughing because I said, he's somewhere baking the dead, but we're in the graveyard, kind of like, not like making the deed, sort of thing that I said, and then we started laughing, sort of thing. But it wasn't wrong to laugh at, but just about it was. That's just George being there, and that's maybe how she's going on about him, because he does go on about her more, and he's never offered to meet her.
Yes, very good. I do want to tell you, Alana, that
And
a lot of people on the comments are talking about your beautiful voice. They're loving, the Americans here are loving your beautiful Scottish accent.
I'm
Um,
surprised they can understand it.
it doesn't.
George as well.
You could
I've
be
got a
cussing.
video for people that want to see this for proof as well on my TikTok that want to follow. Can follow me. There's a one to George. You need to go a little bit down. It was on the lockdown. George
Yeah.
was just it was about a year and but I'm going to say about 2, and there's fine proof there. He's talking to my mum, and he's arguing with her, like he starts arguing with her, but that was to get my attention, and so I started video recording and I asked him who he's talking to, and he says to me, "This is my granny." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Your granny who?" But to his other granny, I said the day before, if it's my mum, because I've been seeing the orbs and everything in the pictures as well, like you said to that lady as well. So I'm like, if it is my mum, I'll make sure that she knows, she can tell him that Ken's it's me. And he came exactly out with that, said that he would take a picture. I was to take a
Very good.
picture. So, and he says this in the video, he's like, take a picture and then ask who he lives with, who she lives with. And he says, up there, and points to the sky. And then I went, oh, and he went round the corner. And my mum stayed, like, round the corner from me. So he's made it clear that she stayed in the sky, but it was, like, round the corner, so I knew. And I went, who does she live with? And he was like, herself. So,
So for those of you listening, she was just telling the story about her son. The one that I said her mom is around all the time. Her son communicates with him, with her. Hi.
and it's clear,
So
you see proof of it, and he talks about, showing her about my garden, this is my garden, this is this, and Ken, I'm like, who are you talking to? He's like, my granny, this is my granny. I'm like,
yes,
granny who? And he went, my granny.
I
And I went,
love
and he does,
that.
he's only got one other granny, which is his granny, he only calls her granny, and obviously my mum, but he knows my mum's granny Debbie in the sky, so that she's not here, you see? So
Yeah,
it's
I
quite
love
weird, and he
that.
came out by himself. Just lived by herself, and I was like, but it's proof on there that is living now, and she was arguing with him over a helmet, like to say, you put it on, and he said, no, you put it on.
Yes,
And I
yes.
went, who are you talking to? And then he come to me and he said, this is my granny. And there's nobody there. And I take a picture, kind of like, I see the video and like I look and there's nobody there. He's like, puts his hands on his head and said, no, you have to take a picture. And I was like,
She's also telling me that she sends you birds. So I don't know what kind of birds
yeah,
you'll have if they're in Scotland, but she's definitely telling me that she's the one who sends you the birds.
magpies.
Magpies. Okay,
Magpies,
very
yeah.
good. I don't think we have magpies over here anywhere. And I knew it wasn't because she was showing me like this crow, and I knew it wasn't a crow. Thank you so much for your time today and for this beautiful story. Thank you. Thank you.
Has she got anything to say? Really?
Just that she is around you, that she sends you the birds, that she is so happy that you have moved on and developed a better life for yourself after ending that relationship, and that she is definitely around your little boy all the time. She talks to him all the time.
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, thanks. Bye.
All right. Are we doing spirit led, or do you have one for me? We're going to do spirit
No,
led?
I actually have one.
Okay.
Sherry. I think it's Sherry. Cherie. Her
Okay.
husband, Larry.
Sherry, your husband Larry.
And she comes across as LSU.
Okay, Sherry, Larry. I'm sure y'all didn't hear that enough. All right. Miss Sherry, your husband is letting me know that he had an illness towards the end of his life and that you took care of him. You were very patient, and I know that you're going to disagree with this. He is saying that you showed him more patience than what he deserved because he said he was a cranky old fart. That's what he is saying. Those are his words, not mine. He's also telling me that he's showing me paperwork. What is it about this paperwork? Okay, so he's showing me paperwork, and that you're very welcome. You're very welcome, Miss Scotland. I'm gonna call you Miss Scotland. Something was off with some of the paperwork in his estate. He's showing me most of it passed down, just transitioned nicely, but there was something off with a piece of the paperwork. Oh, there she said no. He
there
died
she-
in an accident. All right, looks like we have a spirit up for grabs. Don't go anywhere, Miss Sherry. If you've watched me read before, you know this will sometimes happen. That the spirit that I'm trying to grab will move over, and the other one will to let the other one up. We have a gentleman here. This gentleman is showing me that he had an illness, and someone on here took care of him. And he is saying he was a cranky old fart. You know, he was a business owner. He owned a business, and that's what this paperwork is related to. Something about the business being transitioned down. He does have, he does still sound like he has an L name, like a Lewis or a Louis. And he was just, all he could think about, even when he was sick and he was dying, and, you know, he was just so concerned about this business being passed down. It could be Logan. He was just worried about the state of it and if it was going to transition and work out. What is he showing me? Because there were some arguments. There were some arguments between the kids and who was going to take over and who was going to be the one in charge. Like there was definitely a power struggle over this business. All right. So let's see what we got here. So if this spirit is yours, please put yes in the comments. I am here. Thank you, Kelsey. It's true. Whatever. I don't know if you were the one who put the 111 in there earlier, Kelsey, but it made me look up. I love that 111 number. But if we could do 1,111, that would be too many on live, though. Okay. If the name,
Janice said yes.
Janice said yes. How many followers does Janice have? Oh, 418. All right, Miss Janice. Who was this gentleman to you? Miss Janice. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I so appreciate y'all liking my live and sharing it. I appreciate that. It just helps me in the, okay, very good, Miss Janice. You know, Janice, he is showing me like you, this spirit has now been claimed by Miss Janice. Janice, he's showing me you taking such good care of him, and the first thing he wants to do is to apologize because he was not appreciative in the care that you gave him. He was very cranky. This is a man who was always in control of his life. He always knew exactly what he was doing, where he was going, and he's saying large and in charge. And this, you know, he just couldn't handle this illness and having to depend on people, and he kind of took it out on you. And he's very much saying that was not right of him and how much he appreciates the love you gave him. He is also saying that, Janice, he's been messing with, I was going to say the radio in your car, but whatever it is that you listen to in your car, listen to your music on, he has been messing with that. So just know when that jumps, that is him. He is the Alexa. He definitely loves messing with that. He wants you to know, wants you to know that you were the love of his life, and he's like, I have to know, let her know that I am around. Hello, Miss Lucy from California. Janice, he is also saying that, you know, you still talk a lot about him, and a lot of the decisions that are made are based on what you feel like he would want. Like you always think, okay, what would he want? What decision would he make? Where would he take this? He also is talking about how proud he is of how independent you have become and he knows that you weren't really interested in becoming this independent, but that you have done a very, very good job of it. And he does send you signs whenever you are really wanting direction on some kind of decision that has to be made. Make sure that you're paying attention to the signs, because he does send you those synchronicities. All right, Miss Janice, thank you so much. Thank you for letting me read your husband. Thank you. All right, we're going to pop back up to LSU Mom. Mr. Larry. Okay, I know that you say LSU Mom, which means you're probably from around the Baton Rouge area. But did Larry grow up in a smaller town? Or did he have roots in a small town? He's showing me more of a small town feel to
Her name is pronounced
Sherry.
Cherie.
Come on, Sherry. All right. So he's showing me being from a smaller community. He's also showing me, you're very welcome, Janice. You're very welcome. Abita Springs. Oh my goodness. I was about to say, what is he telling me about this damn beer he's holding? He was holding this beer. I'm sorry. I got the cussing medium today. I'll control it. He was showing, but I was so like, you're hearing me being quiet for a minute. He was showing me this beer, and I was like, I was about to tell you, he liked to drink. And then he stopped me because that wasn't it. I was like, oh, it's a Bud. And then he almost had a heart attack when I almost called his beer Budweiser. Now I know why. Abita Springs. Abita beer. I know. I was like, sitting here like, what the hell? I was having a whole conversation with this man trying to figure out what the heck he was showing me. And so this is why I come back and I say, I just love mediumship. It's so fun because I'm constantly learning things. It's like, I know that he's telling me, I knew it was wrong. What are we saying here? Oh my goodness, I love this man. Also, he is showing me is this a four-wheeler or is this a golf cart, Miss Cherie? He's also showing me, have you gone on to kick off your career more since he's been gone? I'm feeling that you have like really just been accelerating. Does she have enough people to go live? No. I was about to make you go live because I have answers. I have questions I need answers to, because he's talking about your career accelerating, but he's also showing me you opening your own business. Or are you thinking about opening your own business? And I want to know what that was about, because that sounds very exciting. He is showing me that you've just had this inkling in your head of kind of starting a side gig. I became a librarian instead of a teacher. What is this side gig? Oh, my libraries are my safe place. I love libraries. All right. What is this side gig he's talking about, Cherie? He's showing me, since you're... All right, we won't sit here because I know people are like, yes, what is the side gig? Come on. We are not, so we won't wait until I get all the answers back. But make sure when those synchronicities are dropped in place for you to start something on the side, you're either, okay, very good. Watch the synchronicities, and I also feel like you're going to be partnering with someone else. It's going to be there's a friend of yours who is thinking about starting a side gig, and they need some help, and you're going to partner with them. So make sure you heads up to that. And we're going to tell your husband right now to drop the synchronicities in front of you. I just feel like you need something, create the spark to get going. You need like something to pep you up. He is also telling me that your hair looks nice, which tells me you've recently had something done with your hair. What have you recently had done with your hair, Miss LSU Mom? Mm-hmm. Anyway, your hubby is saying it looks nice. He approves. He very much approves of your hair. All right. Thank you, Miss LSU Mom. Miss Sherry. Ma Sherry. I can't help but say that. All right.
She cut it short.
Oh, you cut it short. Okay, very good. So for those of you, you're very welcome. She cut her hair short, and her husband was telling her it looks nice. I knew she got something done, because he kept talking about how cute it was. That you're beautiful. Stunning is his exact word. Stunning. Okay. I have a young man here. He looks like he is. Are you biracial, dude? He's calling himself black. I think he's biracial. He's saying, "You think I don't know what I am?" Well, I don't know. I don't think you do, dude. His life was taken violently by the hands of someone else. He was beautiful too. Beautiful specimen of a man here. He was young, in his early 20s, it feels like. There is a B name around him. I want to say Byron. He was very athletic. He liked to play the sports. And he is showing me that he was with a crowd he didn't normally hang out with, and he was trying to kind of be a peacemaker, and that completely backfired. He's just showing me he was like calm down, trying to calm everyone down, and he was shot. Okay, let's see. I can take, but I don't know the B name. Oh, she doesn't have any followers. Okay, Jordan, a couple of things. Who was this to you? And then, do you know if there was a B name around him? Like, was it one of his friends, like Byron, Brandon? It was someone close to him. I don't feel like it was a brother, but it was a friend who was like a brother to him. Let's see. My brother is not mom, but friend Nate was killed at a party. Now everything but trying to keep peace. Kathy, brother. All right. But this guy, he was a close friend to an ex to me. He had a lot of friends, but can't think of them. Okay, very good. Who is this talking about behind blue eyes?
That's Sarah.
My brother's friend, Nate. Okay, so it looks like, because I very much feel like, Jordan, was your person biracial? Because this guy, he's teasing me because he's saying he's black, but he was definitely biracial. He's very light. Got that beautiful, beautiful, just that perfect tone to his skin. Was shot defending a girl. Who said that?
Jordan.
Okay, I think we're here with
Sarah.
behind. Is her name Sarah? Okay, Miss Sarah. Very good. He was very adamant. Like, I knew the color of his skin was going to be. Okay, Miss Sarah, I'm gonna invite you to go live here. Hello, Miss Sarah.
Hi, I'm trying to go live, but I'm at an airport, so if it gets too loud, just let me know.
Oh, where are you headed?
I'm headed from Vegas to Utah for job training.
Have fun. All right.
Thank you.
So, this gentleman you said was a friend of your brother's?
Yes, because I'm always trying to reach my brother, but my brother, when I was growing up, I called them five brothers. Really, I only have one blood brother, and he's passed. But growing up, I had five brothers because they were my brother's best friends. They would stand up for me, protect me, wouldn't let me have boyfriends, that kind of thing. And Nate, right? And Nate was one of the ones that was very defensive and protective of women, or young women, I should say, at the time.
Yeah.
And
You know, he was
that's,
very protective of women in general. This guy was a true
yes,
gentleman. And I don't know if you knew much
yes,
about his upbringing. He feels like he was raised by a grandmother instead of a mom.
yes, yes.
He
And that's
was.
why he was such a gentleman. Yes.
Yes, that's what I feel like. Man, his grandma didn't play. Um, she like kept him in shape, and it worked. He was a beautiful, beautiful soul. Now, your brother is also in spirit.
Yes. My only brother. I mean, like, my only real brother.
Okay, so your brother died suddenly.
Yes, very suddenly. Just
He,
like Nate did, but different circumstances.
yes. I'm feeling like, was he in a fight right when he passed? Was there like, had he been in an argument with
Nate
someone?
was,
No, your brother. Was your brother in a fight before he passed?
he was ambushed by law enforcement.
Okay. Um, I turned to your brother and I was like, well, I guess that was a fight. And he was letting me know that he didn't show me any police officers. So I wouldn't have believed him. And he's right. I wouldn't have believed
They
him.
were plainclothes. They were plainclothes officers, too.
Oh, that's why I'm not seeing the uniform. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was seeing this fight, but I was not seeing any uniforms. I thought, that's weird. Okay, very good. He is saying your brother was always right on the cusp, always trying to get his life together and sliding back, get his life together and sliding back. But he did have a beautiful soul. He's also saying that he is so proud of you that your career has taken off and you're at a place in your career. He's saying that you really shouldn't be, but that's not true. It's like all of a sudden your career just kind of took off, and for your education and your experience, you've really outpaced it. Does that make sense to you?
I'm going for job training now for a new job that's kind of a man's job. Like, they're saying that women shouldn't have it, but I'm determined because I need the money and it pays really well. And I already got my son a job at the same industry, so all I got to do is, follow suit. I'm just starting tomorrow.
That's exactly what he's referencing. And he is saying, kick ass, you can do it. You say you're doing it, which I agree that you're doing it because it pays a lot, but you're also doing it because you're like, what to me?
Exactly.
I know.
They say they try to push the women out. They don't want the women to work there because they think that we can't handle it. So I said, I'm a mom. Tell me I can't. I'll show you I can.
So what is this job? What is it? You don't have to say the company.
It's a driller's assistant for working for the gold mines. So basically, very large drills into the sides of mountains, boring holes, and 12-hour days, 20 days on, 10 days off.
Very good. My son-in-law is an oil person, and so they were showing me him fracking. And so I thought, are you going to the oil field? But it's that drill that they were doing to. It's the drill that you're going to be really. You're going to kick ass. You are going to do well.
Thank you.
Your brother.
I've been worried about it.
I get that because it'll be. If you ever want some kind of encouragement from your brother, ask him to give you a sign. He will deliver. He will give you a sign.
I'm recently divorced, and apparently he showed a sign to my sister-in-law saying that I'm not done yet and that I'm going to get married yet again.
You are going to get married again, and that's where we're going next. He was saying that you needed, that marriage needed to end.
Oh, yeah.
And that you're going to meet someone on this job. Like, you're going to meet someone through your job. And also, have you been having problems with your earbuds?
Yeah. I'm trying right now to fix them.
Oh, I was going to say, he tells me he's been messing with your earbuds.
I'm always having problems with them. Right now, they were kind of making funny noises, going off and on.
He's always messing with them. All right. Thank you so very much for letting me read your brother and claiming Nate. You got a super today.
I was very interested that Nate came through. I know you only do one person per person, but my husband, like the reason that I'm single again, or that I just got divorced, and it's so true that that marriage had to end. But I only got married because my husband passed away in 2016, and I have not heard. Not that I need to talk to him right now, but I haven't heard a single thing from him. Is he like somewhere else or something, or is he?
No.
Is there a reason he won't communicate with me?
No one ever goes to anywhere but heaven. That's the only place there is to go. People can say what they want. I have brought through tens of thousands of spirits. Everyone's in the same place. Now, have
My
you
whole
gone to a
family's
one-on-one?
passed.
Have you gone? Have you gone to a one-on-one reading with someone?
I was trying to book with you, but I needed to get a job to have the money first.
Oh, there you go.
Because
I
you're
was
the
gonna
only
say-
person I feel is legit, honestly. All these scam artists, and I know that you're genuine.
Thank you. I was gonna say a lot of times it's hard if, especially if your husband wasn't forceful. There's thousands of spirits in my office right now to get to the front, and also sometimes
It's all of them.
they, whenever they're trying to push you to make I know this sounds weird, but they will push you to make a one-on-one because they want their time to be alone and they don't want it to be rushed. Because you have to know, when I do readings on here, it's just like boom, boom, boom. I get very surface information and I don't get in depth. Now, did your husband die of something of the heart?
He had a surgery that went wrong, and he was in the hospitalized for a long time, and his body just started shutting down all his organs. He got septic at the end, but I mean, it's weird because I had a dream about it.
Nate and your brother parted, and I saw this other gentleman stepping up. It's someone who he's showing me he's thinner, and he's making my heart hurt. He's also showing me that you still have y'all's wedding pictures that you look at every month.
Yeah.
Yes.
All the time.
He's there. They're all hanging out together. Also, real quick, now your that's your husband real quick, is showing me, sometimes when you go to take tests, when you go to learn information, you get agitated and your brain starts shutting down. Your husband is saying, let it go, to just take deep breaths. And he says, make your exhale longer than your inhale and calm yourself down before you answer the next question. And you got this. He's also showing me that between now and the time you take this test, you're going to find a coin. It's either a penny or a nickel. I can't decide which one it is. But you're going to see some coins on the ground, and he is going to do that. That's your husband.
Thank you.
Take a picture of the coin and email it to me.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
All right, dear. Good luck.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Bye. All right, I just have to know that y'all know that I have the sweetest followers ever. Because I was trying to, I know, sometimes y'all can probably get frustrated because she shared the one person. Then I called her brother up and I was about to shut it down. I wasn't going to bring her dad up. And I saw some people going, no, keep reading her. So then I pulled up her husband real quick. Y'all are very sweet. I would not have done that had y'all not started putting in the comments. Bring up her husband, keep reading her.
Can you mention real quick about the common melodies when you're doing a reading and it might cross over?
Okay. So, whenever there is one medium reading a lot of people, you will have spirits piggybacking. So what they will do is they will find similar people, they might not be exactly alike, but there will be similar people with similar messages. And they will step up together and choose one of them to bring a group message through. So if you have a message that is resonating with you, but it's being given to someone else, know that your spirit can absolutely be behind that message. Thank y'all so much for all the hearts and sharing my live. Thank you. Helps me in the algorithm. The TikTok algorithms are no joke. All right. That was spirit led. That ended up being quite a spirit-led now, wasn't it? Here we go. Oh, we're going to do another spirit-led.
We haven't done any psychic today.
Oh, we haven't done any psychic. My moderator is saying it's psychic time. Let's go some psychic
I
time.
don't have my phone, so
All right, y'all got some psychic questions? While I'm waiting for some people to put, so y'all just start putting the psychic question in there.
page 1 needs someone soon.
I want to remind y'all, I will not don't Venmo anyone. I will not direct message you. You can only book on my site, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. Now, when you go to book, a calendar opens up to you. You choose the time and the date, and you get a Zoom link immediately. You also get the Zoom link and a reminder the day before the appointment and an hour before the appointment. So it's not like you get the original Zoom link and that's it. You don't hear from me again. My system is set up to automatically send out these Zoom links. Now, if you are a subscriber, a TikTok subscriber, no, I do have an event coming up for subscribers. You go to you go to my page, and you click on the hamburger over here. It can be a regular hamburger or a vegan hamburger, whichever you prefer, whatever you want to call it. And then you go to events.
And you don't reach out to people in inbox on TikTok either.
And that's where you register. So now, I do not reach out to anyone in any way, shape, or form. I don't reach out to you on TikTok. I don't reach out to you on Instagram, Facebook, nothing. If someone is using my name, it's not me. All right. Will I meet someone soon, Miss Page? You know what, Paige? I do see you meeting someone soon. That's like one of my most popular questions. So you can imagine when I see it come up, I'm like, oh my goodness, am I going to have to disappoint this girl?
Oh, not cool. My pastor has cancer. Is he going to beat it?
Oh, my pastor has cancer. Is he going to beat it? You know what I'm feeling, and I hope I am proven wrong, is that it's going to look like he's going to beat it, and then it's going to come back. Savannah, am I going on the right path with my career choice in college? I do feel you are, Savannah, and I do feel like it's a little bit boring and hard right now, but you're going to get some stuff, juicy stuff, and you're going to like it.
Becca, should I continue my business?
Becca, yes, you should continue your business. Yes, 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 yes. Chloe, will I get married to my boyfriend soon? I do feel getting married. Good for you, because a lot of times people ask me that question, and I'm like, no, I don't feel a marriage. Andrea, does my grandson see and talk to spirit? He does talk to one. I don't feel like there's a party of spirits in your house, but there is one in particular that he comes from or talks to. Maria, will my daddy be okay when he comes home from rehab? You know, I don't think that this is going to be your dad's last stint in rehab.
I'm sorry.
It's like my moderator's over there laughing. It's like, did I say something funny? Carissa, is Jonathan my soulmate? I do not feel him being your soulmate, but just because I don't feel him being your soulmate doesn't mean you're not supposed to be with him. Okay, is she supposed to be with Jonathan? I do feel like you're supposed to be with Jonathan right now. Just because he's not your soulmate doesn't mean you're not supposed to be with him.
Chelsea, why do I keep seeing the number 34? I know that's not psychic, but...
Chelsea wants to know why she's seeing the number 34. You know, Chelsea, I'm feeling that there are some decisions that you've been asking for guidance on, and it is an acknowledgement that your prayers are being heard and that you need to, like, whenever you see that 34, pay attention to what's going on around you. There's going to be some answers in your environment.
Angela, I have a safe journey to Texas.
I do feel you having a safe journey to Texas. Laura, do my guide. Oh, sorry. Whenever So whenever you say, do my guides have a message for me? You know, that's more of that's something you would get a full-blown reading for, not a quick psychic one.
Stacy, will I ever move out of this house?
Stacy wants to know if she's ever going to move out of that house. I don't feel you moving out of that house. Let's see. I was let go from my job. Oh, it jumped. I was let go of my job. Something, and she wants to know of her. For one thing, I'm very sorry about you getting let go of your job. That's very debilitating, you know, especially if you've never been let go before. It's like a slap in the face. And she wants to know if her job interview on Thursday is going to go well. I do feel like your job interview on Thursday is going to go well. It's me wants to know, was there a spirit whispering in my ear the other night? I do feel there's a spirit whispering in your ear. It's a jokester spirit. When I say a jokester, it means that spirit is attached to you, but it was someone that was on Earth, and while they were on Earth, they had a very funny personality.
Sylvia asked, was she going to kidney this year?
Somebody asked if they were going to get a kidney this year. I do not feel that. Is there going to be one next year? Possibly next year. I don't feel one coming out this year. All right. I want to remind everyone that I will not be Venmoing. Don't Venmo anyone because I will not be contacting you. I won't contact you on Facebook or TikTok and nowhere. You can only book on my website. If you are, now remember, if you're a TikTok subscriber, you can go to my website and register for that event I have coming up. I do have a class coming up. If you want to know more about how to talk to spirit, learn how to read psychic energy, register for my class. It starts April 5th. All right. I want to thank everyone for joining me tonight.